Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and today's video is, I had promised some of you guys that I would do this video on just a summary, kind of a summary thing of all of my tips and tricks that not only have I done in like all of my life, but I've learned. Now they're not all of them. I probably am missing something in here. They're probably not all of them, but as I'm doing this video, if something comes to mind, I'll tell you. Okay, so let's start. Tip number one. Okay, so the tip number one is basically to use an off-white. This is an ivory color. It's from Egyptia, that is an Italian professional brand, and it's when I used to be a makeup artist, I used to buy this brand. Anyways, what you do with this white line is, well, you can do many things with this white line. First of all, you can put it inside here. You don't need highlighters and stuff like that. You can just have like this pencil, and you put it inside here in the corner and just draw it a little bit, and then blend it out. The second thing you can do with this white line is obviously also you can also go on your brow bone right after your foundation and draw it in, and that's going to give it some luminosity. And what I really like to do with the white line, and I made a video about this, so you probably all know this by now, is basically, you see, we naturally have a white line that goes around our lips. Some people, like here, you see I didn't put anything. Some people have it more accentuated than others. That means that their lips are fuller. When we are young and our lips are full, we have a white line that is very pronounced. As the years go by, this white line goes away, so that's why I use this off-white liner, just to draw that white line in and then blend it out with my fingers. So the same thing you do on the Cupid's bow, and that is the purpose of this white eyeliner. Okay, another thing you can do with the white pencil or a highlighter is when you apply your foundation and your powder, then you apply your lip liner, you go in the middle of the lips here and just under the Cupid's bow here, and it's just gonna give a nice brightening effect, and then you put over your lipstick, so there's like a highlight in the middle. And you can use also powder. So that's that. Tip number two. Okay, this is something I've been doing as long as I can remember. Now, you apply foundation, you powder your face and eyelids, you do the same thing, and then before applying any eyeshadow, if you want your liner to last all day, you do actually a nice thick line. You don't blend it out, you just do a nice thick line, or the line that you would like to achieve for that look, and then you go ahead, you take a nice fluffy brush and you go over and pat, not like drag it everywhere, but pat on your base color all over your eyelids. So the black line is going to disappear, and though after you've put the base color, you reapply it, and you do it as you wish, or as the design is underneath, and you'll see that whenever the top eyeliner comes off, you're going to be left with what is under, so it will last all day. So make sure that you line your eyes, go over it with your base eyeshadow, and then go again over it with the black eyeliner to make it long-lasting all day long. Tip number three, which is kind of the same as tip number two. If you want even more lasting power and a kind of a like satiny type of eyeliner, after you have applied your eyeliner, pencil eyeliner, you take a black eyeshadow, an angled brush, you dip it in, and you go and pat on with the eyeshadow all over the eyeliner so that the eyeliner stays all day. But I'm probably sure you all know this. Okay, so tip number four. My tip number four is any cream products like the cream color bases from MAC and the Bronze Universel, or some sort of cream blush like Posy from MAC that I have, I like to put it over powder. Now, if I put under the powder, it's just not going to have the same result, and the color is not going to be true, especially for the cream color base. So I apply my powder gently and lightly with a big fluffy brush, and then once I have a nice even coat of powder, then I apply my cream products, and they are amazing on, and they last all day. Okay, tip number 5. Now usually what I do is I apply foundation and then my concealer under my eyes, and to set that concealer, if you follow my videos, you all know that I use any translucent loose powder that is sort of like whitish, and then a nice little sponge like this, and I actually dip the sponge in the white powder and really work it in under my eye area, so that it brightens the under eye area and makes your concealer last all day. Tip number 7. If you want your, let's say, lip color to be more subtle and natural, but you like wearing lip liner, what I do is that, for example, I don't have any lip liner on now, I just have, okay, tip number 8. If you have any like eyeshadow cream sticks, or even any eyeliner that you really like and you like to put it on your lash line or blend it out in the crease, you just take a pencil brush, you dab it in the color, and you apply it with like flicking motions from the lash line up, and it's just going to give you a nice soft either eyeliner or just it's going to intensify that eyeliner and, you know, blend in with the colors better. Especially for under here, you don't want to go directly with the liner sometimes with an eyeliner. You can just dab it and then gently go and place it. Okay, tip number 9. Now for your eyebrows, many of you like my eyebrows, and if you don't have such thick eyebrows to play around with, when you go and fill them in, I usually like to fill it in with a angled brush, and the colors that I use are taupe. Taupe really suits everybody, but what you want to do is like you want to dab the brush in and do like flicking motions like you were drawing hairs, and it's all about the pressure of your hand. So you're going to want to have less of a pressure at the bottom here and more on top. And another tip is that I always say, never touch your lashes on top, because the shape that you have is suited for your face. So you can cut them and groom them, but you don't alterate the shape. If you want a more a darker look, or just you don't want to use any powder, you can use your this is a very dark eyeliner. It's a black brown grayish type, and what you want to do is you don't want to draw on your skin. You can use any pencil that you like. You say, well, that's the color I want. Well, you can do it on your eyebrows and just color your eyebrows, just going back and forth like this. It's just going to get darker than this eyebrow, and you just fill them in like this. So you're coloring actually the hair, and you're not drawing on your skin, because that's going to look too harsh. You're just dyeing basically your hairs. Tip number 10, for your lips and applying your lip liner, what you want to do is that since we're different from one side to another, we're asymmetrical, your eyebrows are different, your eyes, only few people are if you take a photograph of their right side and just flip it over, are the same. I remember Linda Evangelista was one of those people that was the same on both sides. It was kind of scary, but if you take pictures of your left side and then flip it over, that is an image of you. If you take the pictures of your right side and flip it over, that is another image of you. So you have like two sides. And anyways, to make them equal, especially when you're lining your lips, like me, there's like a piece missing here, and so I have to go in and fill it in. And what you want to do is you want to look straight in the mirror and see where the pieces are missing. So if this is fuller and this has less, you obviously fill in and you go to the bottom and make it equal as that. Anyways, what you want to do is you look straight in the mirror and just lift your face a little bit, your chin up, sorry. And then another thing is, if you're doing your lip liner, the best thing to do is smile like this. And when you smile and you apply lip liner, you can actually see what you're doing way better. So since this is fuller, I'm not going to touch this side. I'm actually going to go over it exactly how it's drawn on my face. And then stop, smile, and then you see that you have to fill in the other side. So that's it, guys. Those were my 10 sort of tips that I use and that I've learned on Facebook. I hope they were helpful. I'm sure I have other tips, like for example, how to make my own your own MSF, but I made a video on this, so it really doesn't matter. And probably also you can do it with your eyeshadows, and I like to mix. And if I get any other tips along the way, well, you just follow my videos and I'll be able to share them with you. So thanks again, guys, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and I shall see you during the week with other makeup looks and obsession of the week. Ciao!